Could you imagine a world where global peace isn't just a hopeful dream, but a tangible reality? A world where diverse nations coexist in harmony, and the pursuit of diplomacy trumps all? This captivating narrative explores that very possibility, a tale that weaves together elements of global politics, diplomacy, and the pursuit of enduring peace. In the grand tapestry of this narrative, certain threads stand out, each offering a unique perspective on the dynamics of leadership, international relations, and the quest for global harmony. One of these threads involves the extraordinary claim that 3 presidents are clones inhabited by interstellar entities. Another centers on the pivotal role played by specific policies enacted in the year 2018. Venturing deeper into this narrative, we explore the implications of a peace agreement with Saudi Arabia, the resolution of the Hamas issue, and the enigmatic presence of an organization known as the Alliance, and individuals referred to as white hats in the governance of the world. Adding another layer to this narrative are the Gesara and Nesara Acts, proposed as catalysts for financial reform and a more equitable global economic order. Despite their relatively obscure status in mainstream discourse, these acts inspire contemplation about the potential for positive change on a global scale. This narrative isn't just about exploring the boundaries of belief and imagination, it's about critically examining the speculative and controversial nature of these claims. It's about acknowledging their contested status in the broader tapestry of our understanding of the world. Now, consider the notion that suggests that the 3 presidents, Trump, Putin, and Xi, are purportedly clones inhabited by beings from the Interstellar Alliance. The term interstellar alliance implies an organization or collective of beings from beyond our world, suggesting a connection to extraterrestrial or interdimensional forces. This theory raises questions about the true origins and nature of these 3 presidents. Could these supposed clones be vessels for advanced beings with a unique purpose or agenda? This exploration is a journey, one that sheds light on the intricacies of these ideas. It's a journey that challenges us to consider how different our world might be if such concepts were to become a reality. Yet it's also a journey that reminds us of the importance of critical thinking and an awareness of the speculative nature of these claims. This is the vision of global transformation and peace, a vision that both captivates and challenges us, inviting us to imagine a world vastly different from the one we know today.
Have you ever wondered about the pivotal moments that shape the trajectory of world politics? Today, we delve into the events of 2018, a year that has been described as transformative due to the policies enacted by then-President Donald Trump. These policies, often referred to as just and effective, had profound effects on the nation and the world, and interestingly, were backed by the military. In 2018, President Donald Trump allegedly initiated a series of actions that not only impacted the nation, but also had global repercussions. These actions, considered just and effective, enabled him to maintain his leadership position for an extended period with the backing of the military. This narrative raises intriguing questions. What were these policies and how did they transform Trump's leadership? The role of the military in supporting the president adds another layer of complexity. Was there a unique partnership between the president and the armed forces? And if so, what were the implications of this collaboration on the nation's governance and international relations? During his tenure, President Trump also embarked on a worldwide diplomatic campaign to promote peace. His diplomatic efforts included engagement with North Korea, making him the first sitting U.S. president to meet with a North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un. These historic summits aimed to address the long-standing tensions on the Korean peninsula and work towards denuclearization and lasting peace. In the Middle East, Trump's administration engaged in diplomatic efforts with Saudi Arabia. A significant outcome of these efforts was an agreement that considered the demands of the Palestinians, suggesting a diplomatic approach to promote stability in the region, particularly in light of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Beyond North Korea and Saudi Arabia, President Trump's diplomatic outreach extended to various other nations. These dialogues could be seen as part of a comprehensive strategy to establish peaceful relations, resolve conflicts, and promote global stability. As we look back on these events, it's clear that 2018 was a year of significant political activity that shaped the trajectory of the Trump presidency. The policies enacted during this time, backed by military support, had profound effects on the nation and the world. Meanwhile, Trump's diplomatic campaign sought to promote peace, engaging with countries such as North Korea and Saudi Arabia, and extending diplomatic outreach to various other nations. In conclusion, the narrative of President Trump's actions in 2018 presents a fascinating exploration of political leadership, military support, and global diplomacy. It underscores the importance of understanding the specific policies and diplomatic efforts that may shape the trajectory of a presidency and, ultimately, the course of global politics.
What if the solution to prolonged conflicts and the path to peace was right in front of us, yet remained elusive? This question sets the stage for our exploration today as we delve into a pivotal diplomatic achievement: the peace agreement with Saudi Arabia. In the early months of 2021, Saudi Arabia, a powerhouse in the Middle East, announced a new peace initiative to end the war in Yemen. This included a nationwide ceasefire and the reopening of air and sea links. The proposed initiative aimed to reopen Sana'a Airport and allow fuel and food imports through Hodeidah Port, both of which were controlled by the Houthi rebels. As the year progressed, talks of peace expanded beyond Yemen. The United States, under President Trump's leadership, played a central role in negotiating a peace agreement with Saudi Arabia. This agreement was presented as a strategic move to address regional conflicts and promote stability in the Middle East. What made this peace agreement distinct was its careful consideration of the demands of the Palestinians. The agreement took into account the concerns and aspirations of the Palestinian people, marking a potential shift in traditional diplomacy in the region. Fast forward to June 2021, Yemen's warring parties, the Saudi-led coalition and the Houthi rebels, were in talks for a peace deal. The focus was on lifting the blockade on Houthi-held ports and Sana'a Airport in exchange for a promise from the Houthis to engage in truce talks. If an agreement were to be reached, it would have been the first breakthrough in UN-led efforts to end the war since 2018. However, the road to peace wasn't without its obstacles. The separatist Southern Transitional Council was still pushing for independence for the South, and Saudi Arabia was seeking to exit the war to manage its relationship with the U.S. and attract economic investment. The objective of this agreement went beyond the Middle East, reaching as far as the Far East, a broad scope suggesting a desire for stability across a wide geographic area, potentially encompassing parts of Asia and beyond. The impact of such an agreement on the global stage cannot be overstated. If indeed a peace agreement with Saudi Arabia was crafted and successfully implemented, it could have ripple effects on regional politics, energy security, and international relations. In conclusion, the peace agreement with Saudi Arabia was a significant diplomatic achievement, carefully considering the demands of the Palestinians and aiming to bring peace to the Far East. The United States played a central role in this process, with the goal of promoting stability in the Middle East. However, despite the progress made, obstacles remained, including the separatist Southern Transitional Council in Yemen, and the complex relationship between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia. Despite these, the peace agreement represented a hopeful step towards broader global harmony.
What if the key to global peace lies in the resolution of a single, long-standing conflict? It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? Today we're diving deep into the complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, specifically the role of Hamas, and how addressing this issue might pave the way to a more stable Middle East and, in turn, a more peaceful world. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict, with Hamas as a key player, is one of the most enduring and complicated issues of our time. The actions and presence of Hamas, a Palestinian political and military organization, have become inextricably intertwined with this conflict. Some argue that a resolution to the Hamas issue could be a significant step toward greater stability in the Middle East. But the path to such a resolution is anything but straightforward. Addressing the Hamas issue requires an understanding of deeply rooted political, historical, and cultural tensions. It necessitates extensive diplomacy, negotiations, and international cooperation. Navigating this landscape is a task that has challenged the world's most skilled diplomats and peacemakers. Yet, it is a task that remains crucial for the prospects of peace in the Middle East and beyond. The importance of resolving regional conflicts such as this one cannot be overstated. The interconnectedness of regional conflicts with the broader vision of worldwide harmony underscores the need for persistent efforts at conflict resolution at all levels. Achieving global peace is a cumulative effort built on the resolution of individual conflicts, no matter how complex they may be. But who's at the helm of this monumental task? Enter the Alliance and the White Hats. These entities, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, are purported to be at the forefront of world governance. Their mission? To usher in an era of peace lasting 1,000 years or more. The Alliance hints at a potentially transnational organization playing a central role in world governance. The individuals known as White Hats are key figures within this alliance, working behind the scenes for the greater good. Their mission of lasting global peace is a grand vision, signaling a significant departure from historical norms marked by conflict and geopolitical tensions. This concept of global governance transcends traditional national boundaries. It raises questions about the mechanisms and structures through which this governance is executed, as well as the extent of its influence on the sovereignty of individual nations. The idea of achieving peace for a millennium or more is utopian in nature, reflecting a deep-seated desire for a world without wars, conflict, and suffering. It evokes an aspiration for a more stable and equitable global order. In summary, the complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, specifically the role of Hamas, are deeply intertwined with the broader vision of global peace. The resolution of this issue could be a significant step toward a more stable Middle East, and, in turn, a more peaceful world. The Alliance and the White Hats, mysterious entities at the forefront of world governance, aim to usher in an era of peace lasting 1,000 years or more. Their mission underscores the interconnectedness of regional conflicts and the cumulative nature of achieving global peace. As we continue to explore these narratives and their implications, we are reminded that the path to peace is multifaceted, requiring the resolution of complex issues and the collective effort of the global community.
Have you ever pondered what it would take to truly transform our world into a place of peace and prosperity? What if the answer lies in two seemingly obscure acts, known as the Gesara and Nesara Acts? The Gesara and Nesara Acts are intriguing concepts that have caught the attention of many, especially those fascinated by global transformation and financial reform. These terms refer to two distinct yet interconnected legislative proposals: Global Economic Security and Reformation Act, Gesara, and the National Economic Security and Recovery Act, Nesara. These acts are not widely recognized or established laws in mainstream legal or political systems, but they play a pivotal role in discussions about global transformation. They propose a reformation of our current financial systems, encompassing significant changes like debt forgiveness, the release of undisclosed wealth, and the redistribution of resources. The Gesara Act is a global vision, a worldwide proposal with the aim of bringing about economic stability on an international scale. Imagine a world where financial inequalities are rectified, and economic well-being is not a privilege, but a right. On the other hand, the Nesara Act is a national vision, a United States-specific proposal. It envisions an American society free of debt, with an equitable distribution of wealth and resources, where every citizen has the opportunity to thrive. The connection between these acts and the pursuit of peace is profound. The idea is that by addressing financial disparities and fostering economic prosperity, societies can achieve greater stability and consequently peace on a regional and global level. However, it's crucial to note that the existence and credibility of Gesara and Nesara Acts are subjects of controversy and skepticism. While they are significant in certain alternative and conspiracy narratives, they lack official recognition in mainstream politics or legal systems. To fully grasp the Gesara and Nesara Acts, one must delve into the various interpretations and claims surrounding these acts, and their supposed implications for the global financial landscape and peace initiatives. This exploration requires a critical mindset and an understanding of the contested nature of these acts. In conclusion, the Gesara and Nesara Acts present a complex and multifaceted vision of global transformation and peace. They raise questions about the nature of leadership, international diplomacy, and the pursuit of global harmony. While not widely recognized in mainstream politics, they underscore the longing for financial reform and prosperity as essential elements in achieving lasting peace. The narrative of the Gesara and Nesara Acts, with all its intricacies, is a testament to the human yearning for a world that is not just peaceful, but also prosperous. They serve as a reminder that the path to peace and prosperity may not be straightforward, but it is a journey worth taking.
Could the future of our world be one of profound changes leading to enduring peace? Or are we caught in an eternal cycle of conflict and resolution? On one hand, some imagine a future where technological advancements, diplomatic efforts, and a universal commitment to human rights pave the way to a world without war. They envision a utopia where nations cooperate instead of compete, where resources are shared instead of hoarded, where diversity is celebrated instead of feared. They argue that as our societies evolve and our understanding of the world expands, so too does our capacity for empathy and cooperation. Yet others argue that conflict is an inherent part of human nature, a byproduct of our competitive instincts and diverse perspectives. They point to the long and tumultuous history of human civilizations, marked by endless cycles of war and peace. They remind us that even in times of relative peace, tensions and inequalities simmer under the surface only to burst forth in new conflicts. Still, there are those who propose a middle ground. They suggest that while conflict may be a part of our nature, it is not the only part. They believe that through education, communication, and the cultivation of empathy, we can channel our competitive instincts towards constructive ends. They see a future where conflicts still occur but are resolved through dialogue and compromise rather than violence. Each of these viewpoints offers a unique lens through which to view the future, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. But regardless of which perspective one subscribes to, the importance of critical thinking cannot be overstated. It is only by examining these ideas with a discerning eye and open mind that we can hope to navigate the complexities of our ever-changing world. At the end of the day, the future is not a predetermined destination, but a path that we all have a hand in shaping. So let's continue to question, to learn, and to strive for a better tomorrow. And remember, if this video has sparked your curiosity or challenged your thinking, don't hesitate to show your support. Give us a like, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Together we can explore the unknown, question the unquestioned, and shape the future of our world. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and never stop questioning.